We're going to be looking at what is the real deal in spirituality and what is the real deal in the practice, devotion, dedication, and discipline of spirituality. Working with the violet fire, which is my thing, we try and transmute, we look at and apply transmutation and transformation where darkness and anything dense or negative exists. Anything fearful, the ego, all elements of disharmony are looked at. We bring light to those elements in a way where the violet fire comes in and transmutes them and creates light and goodness, joy, wellness, well-being, and optimal growth towards one's higher self with using the violet fire. Now, in the current atmosphere, and what we're seeing not only in the world but also in current politics in the United States, there's a light being shone upon these darknesses and these false identity levels of power. So these types of power, these powers are not real. They're fabricated power. When we look at what equates to fabricated power, it is anything that uses fear and ego and greed in order to control, manipulate, destroy, and or fulfill one's self-interest without considering the greater whole, without looking at the long-term effects. But how do we cope and handle such monsters that appear and what appear to be hovering over our humanity? How do we handle these elements and energies? A lot of people are finding themselves having very difficult time coping. And with the current planetary alignments and what's been happening since May, we're finding that people are at their wits' end. They're just feeling overwhelmed by all of it. And whether it's in your personal affairs or just in the environment around you, it affects you. So what is the real deal? The real deal is joy. The real deal is well-being. The real deal is happiness. The real deal is peace and comfort. The real deal is prosperity. The real deal is feeling satisfied inside and out. The real deal is to be able to communicate. So today we're going to use the violet fire in a way that takes the edge off of all of these energies, softens what's going on all around us, brings grounding, and shifts all of that trickster, ego, fear energy into something that is communicable. Communication is the grease on the humanity wheel that keeps everything moving in optimal results and prosperity, joy, peace, love, and evolution. We become evolved when we can communicate. And when we become evolved, we experience joy, love, peace, prosperity, harmony, and satisfaction. Let us begin. We'll call on the highest frequency of God Source to bring forth now Archangels Zadkiel, Archangels Michael, Chamuel for communication, and any and all angels that are on God's team that work with the violet flame and the violet fire. And we are surrounding humanity with this energy, the violet flame, and with all of those archangels and angels of God. And at this now time, we beam in an incredible, powerful force of light coming from God's source that emanates both the violet flame and a crystalline white God light. And we are saturating the humanity energies, matrices, timelines, frequencies of communication, and all words, text, written word, verbal word, any and all publications, all journalism, music, creative arts, and all mediums of communication saturated with this violet fire energy. And we're also bringing in with this energy the energies of all of this, all of the densities that come with what we have known in the past to be communication based on fear, ego, greed, and a false or a misuse of power. And we're connecting this energy into the violet fire in a way that it's almost like a laser hitting these energies and breaking them up into dust particles so that they can be transformed into God light. And that God light is spread across humanity in the world and anchored into the center of Mother Earth. And as that occurs, they grow these beautiful golden roots and come up through all of the layers of the earth and anchoring our goodness, our goodwill, the part of all of us that is light and loving and peaceful, and the part of all of us that really wishes for and intends good, the part of us that wishes that all people are happy and successful and in optimal wellness in every way, physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. And we connect those energies to our highest self, which is our spirit self. And we connect those higher self energies to us as a humanity and us as individuals and how we move through our life and our life path as individuals with our own personal purpose that is unique and beautiful. And with that, we bless everybody in their part and what they've taught us as we take the edge off, and we're taking the edge off with a blue calming energy coming from God Source. And then we give thanks for all of the blessings that are already occurring, all of the ways in which we'll experience peace, love, joy, prosperity, goodness, optimal satisfaction, and grace. And we can now forgive all of those who did not have the tools and means of communication in which to know how to treat us with dignity and respect. And bless them, forgive them, let them go. And we thank the violet fire and all of the assistance we received today through God's angels, the God light, the archangels, and a continued love to the planet and humanity. And I thank you, and it's over and out for now, everyone.